Are those actual cells?
Yeah. It's a shoplifter detention area.
In front of everybody.
Sorry, just never seen this before.
Mayor Johnson in the world of trouble because them Chicago YNs been told by their grandmamas and their granddaddies, when you see that fool, light that ass up.
If you ain't taking care of your home first, if you ain't taking care of your own house first, how you gonna take care of everybody else? Across the street and into another place and trying to figure out how to help them.
What's good, gang? Thanks for tuning in to Just My Reactions. We got a good one today. We got the mayor with all the smoke up in Chicago right now. And I don't know what the hell going on, but it's going on. And like I said before, shout out to the big unity movement out there right now. You feel me? And these grannies right here and these mamas right here, they ain't having it right now. They like the mayor ain't doing nothing. I mean nothing. We already in a situation where it's already ugly. So they standing on business. Let's get
Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. Mayor Johnson in the world of trouble because them Chicago YNs been told by their grandmamas and their granddaddies, when you see that fool, light that ass up. Allegedly, because the mayor of Chicago is still bringing illegal immigrants over there, even though the people don't want them there because a lot of them be criminals. These young brothers take them immigrants as a direct threat because they not sending over the crippled or the elderly. They bringing over them old warmongering immigrants.
The biggest deal is these are war-aged men. Ain't no seniors coming over here. We don't see any seniors, and they dropping them. No women either, and they dropping them right into our community. Right in our community. They're taking our resources. They're spending money that we supposedly don't have, and they're giving it to people that are war-aged, and they're showing up in our community.
We got money for camps, but not for school. And the point is, if you ain't taking care of your home first, if you ain't taking care of your own house first, how you gonna take care of everybody else? Across the street and into another place and trying to figure out how to help them. Exactly. We're not taking care of our own people. We're not taking care of our own children. That's right. We got money to put a camp up. Come on. Put them outside. They got money. It's about to be winter. Yeah. And then now, we don't have money for schools. We can go into these schools, half of them don't have books. You can't do nothing. The math isn't mathing, people. It's not. We need money for our community.
The crazy part about all this is, it's not like the mayor don't know that the people of Chicago is outraged. He know good and well the black people of Chicago not trying to live with no illegal immigrants, but he's still putting on that face like he for the people when he really not. He even be going so far to speak about the ancestors when he be giving his speeches.
Not just simply resisting tyranny. We're speaking to the hopes and aspirations of our ancestors. And so immigrants from around the globe have come to this city. Those of us who came up from the South, from the great migrations as black folks, have all formed this beloved space that I would describe as the soul of America, right? And our diversity is the soul of Chicago. And so I will continue to protect the First Amendment because it's fundamental to our democracy, and I will continue to speak to the hopes and aspirations of working people.
Well, the real Chicagoans that I talk to, that I communicate with, mostly black and brown, actually, tell me that you don't seem to know the difference between illegal aliens and real Chicago citizens. They feel that you are siding with the illegal aliens over them in their communities. And okay. Sadly,
William, let's get to the question.
Let's get to the question. The real question is simply this. I don't know how to make it any more direct. An illegal alien from Nicaragua grabbed a woman on the north side. Last
a question?
week, bashed her head into the sidewalk, knocked her unconscious, and her. If that had been your wife, Stacey.
Okay, all right, we're not going to answer it. Thank you. Thanks, William.
All right.
Would you want ICE to deport her?
All right. Let's move on.
Yes or no?
Let's move on.
Answer the question as a man. Not as mayor, but as a man. Would you want...
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
He want to get all in his feelings when it come to his family and his friends and his personal life. He want to do something when it affects him directly, but he don't care nothing about the people living in the ghetto, the people living in the suburbs going through it too. He don't care nothing about none of that. And that's the reason why people in Chicago protesting more and more. But y'all know, like I know, people in Chicago ain't about all that talking. That's why Mayor Johnson got to watch his back.
Are you doing any drugs?
Me? Never.
Never do drugs?
Never.
Pot?
Never.
You don't smoke weed?
Never.
Ecstasy?
Jesus.
Me? Twice a week.
Twice a week? Cocaine?
Me? Never.
Never.
Twice a week?
Twice a week?
Only 1 week. That's it.
That's
He did it once.
Once.
I only do it once. That's
Heroin?
it. Heroin? Never.
One time, though.
Only one time. That was it.
Can send the National Guard there.
And something like this, and even something worse than this, are bound to happen because...
We know. What you're doing is wrong.
So tell me, why are you here today?
To support the community and not wanting pretty much what's a homeless camp in their community where there should be a grocery store. You know, at this point, most of the migrants are from Venezuela. We spent over $3 billion in 2017. I think we spent $3 billion sending it to Venezuela so that we would not have to accept all these people. We do not have the resources. We can't keep coming out of our pocket, paying the government so they could pay somebody else. Provide support to about 13,000 people, and that's coming out of our pocket. We don't have adequate schools. I think 1 in 10 black children can read, write, and do math at grade level in Chicago public schools. Couple that with the sexualization of our kids in schools, the transgender movement, how they're trying to put that religion on our children. We don't have the resources here in the city of Chicago to take care of them. We got 68,000 homeless people. They're moving veterans out of their provision and giving those provisions, the housing for veterans, they're giving to these illegal immigrants. Enough is enough. We're done. No more. No mas.
We have criminals coming in there. They're arresting criminals. These people are not criminals. Once you get them into homes, other people you stop. We got these here now. Cut it off. Do like the other governor did. Give them a shower, a bath, some food, and put them back on the bus. Send them to Washington, D.C. That's what you do. That's because they the one made that deal with them. They made that deal. Send them to Washington, D.C. The ones that are here now, they're here. You got the $33 million for it.
We need grocery stores, that's right.
We sure do need a grocery store. We got to go to Ashley and go get...
Hear what my people out there in Chicago saying, but the truth of the matter is, it's still way too much crime happening in the black community for people to try to solve a problem outside the black community. That's the reason why they could bring in illegal immigrants and do whatever they want to do in the black neighborhood, because we don't know how to solve our own problems. We want them to solve everything, but we can't solve nothing. If you look at the news on Chicago today, ain't nothing but crime going on.
Stunning turn of events here this evening. All of it happening in less than a minute at this jewelry store right next to me near 26th and Springfield. Now, it is a 63-year-old man and a 25-year-old man who have died from their injuries in this armed robbery. We'll see that where you can see a Blackhawks hoodie. That is what the man is wearing as he pursues the business. He goes inside around 5:45 this evening, and then within about 30 seconds, the offender runs outside with some merchandise from the store as two men quickly ran out after him. The altercation continued in the middle of the street with oncoming traffic, and then right near the corner of Springfield, the offender pulls out his gun and shoots both victims. That is where we have frozen the video before the shots were fired in between multiple vehicles in the area. Now, those two men were quickly rushed to Mount Sinai Hospital. They were pronounced dead there.
Turning back to that breaking news out of Chicago, Customs and Border Protection says agents were shot at while conducting an immigration enforcement operation earlier today. There have been weeks of tension in Chicago over the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration, amid a legal battle over whether the White House can send the National Guard there.
And people in Chicago ain't about all that talking. That's why Mayor Johnson got to watch his back.
A lot of protesters, a lot of people that own property in this area in the hundreds. They're concerned about the migrants here coming here on 115th and Halsted. So we're going to show you a little bit what's going on right now.
We don't want them here. Not in our community. Not in our community. They got money for migrants, but not for.
We don't have money for things, but we got money for immigrants. We have money to build cities, hundreds of millions of dollars.
What do you think about Brandon Johnson in this situation? What do you and JB Pritzker? I'm gonna put both of them.
Brandon Johnson doesn't have a plan for the city in general. He doesn't know what he's doing.
There's children missing all over the place, and ain't nobody saying nothing about it. But we come up with millions of dollars to house and tent immigrants, resources that are being used in our community that's not benefiting our community. What you're doing is wrong.
And something like this, and even something worse than this, are bound to happen because of the rhetoric. And the unfortunate thing is these ICE agents are simply doing a job that they're required to do.
For the people that care, I want y'all to say a prayer for Mayor Johnson, because people in Chicago fed up and they got every right to be mad. Them illegal immigrants come over. A lot of times, they be mean and well, don't get it twisted. A lot of them come over and work hard, especially when you ain't got to pay no taxes and you getting free food, free housing. Now I see why they be climbing over the border, rushing over here, digging tunnels just to get to America. That's the hookup. Let me be able to go somewhere and live tax-free, and they gonna give me free food, free Wi-Fi. They gonna give me a nice house in the suburbs for free. Anybody will go for that. How about one of these other countries give black Americans the hookup like how the illegal immigrants got the hookup in America? I would love to see that, because I'll be on my way to Italy. I'll go over there to Rome or wherever if they got the hookup like how the illegal immigrants got the hookup in America. Mayor Johnson, I don't know if you listening, brother, but you're going to have to do something for the black community. You're going to have to build a decent grocery store in the ghetto or something. Cause they coming. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. Stop the violence. Non-violent. Why can't we all get along? They need to bring back Dr. King. It's February almost here. We need a Black History Month ASAP. Let me know how y'all feel about this, man. One more thing before I go.
Subscribe to my channel.